Big up everybody we're checking. Remember for like, share, comment and subscribe. Now the Prime Minister cry out. He must say the Integrity Commission is taking the last bit of integrity where he have left right before the general election. Now the people them also accuse Pernell Charles' daughter for something what she said about a particular part of St. Thomas. But she answer a question, I'm going to also ask the same question. If you want to see a third term for the government, comment third term. If you want to see the opposition put into power, comment no third term. Me can hear what go on and they will continue the reasoning. Look and listen.
And to Jamaica, we are shining even brighter than we were 4 years ago. Do not let your light go out. Third term, we say. When I became Member of Parliament in September 2020, St. Thomas was considered to be the forgotten parish. It wasn't even on the map in some people's minds. So in my maiden presentation, I informed the nation that St. Thomas S0n had the audacity to shine. In my second presentation, Madam Speaker, I informed the nation that despite being faced with unprecedented challenges, there was a flicker of light in St. Thomas S0n, and we were confident that we would shine. Last year, Madam Speaker, the transformation in our constituency was significant, and we felt ourselves elevating in the light. So the title of that presentation was Elevating in the Light. This year, Madam Speaker, I stand here to report to the nation that the state of St. Thomas S0n is even stronger than the last. And I say to the residents who are experiencing this industrial revolution after almost 28 unbroken years of stagnation and darkness, and who can literally see that we are better off today than we were 4 years ago, I say to my St. Thomas S0n family through you, Madam Speaker, the whole world is looking and they can see our light shining. So don't let your light go out. Hold on to your victory. Madam Speaker, I take this opportunity to thank my Councillor Michael McLeod and Councillor caretakers Winston Downey, Michael Hugh, and Nordine McKenzie. Thank you also to my secretaries, Ms. Cooper and Ms. Small.
Now, if confidence was a person, it would definitely be Miss Charles. We don't know. She was definitely confident in that presentation. And some people disagree. You know what I mean? Some people are saying it is almost like the administration is taking credit for putting a parish on the map. And that was literally said. But that would also be impossible, seeing that all of these parishes were already mapped out and people didn't know them. You see, the problem was the people them now have no good road for drive a certain part of the country. And now it is almost as if as well this MP is saying people forgot about these places. The people haven't forgot about these places. People are family members and friends and families and loved ones in these places. It has been the government that has forgotten these places and only visit them when they want people vote. The people don't forget to them live. The people them want family at some far place where you have to drive 1 mile per hour because I told the road them stay. But the people them still drive the 1 mile per hour and visit them when them can visit them. Them people don't forget about them place there. That's been the administrations in power. We not build no good road to get to the people them so that goods and commerce can free flow in these places. If the people them would have a good road, there would be no place in Jamaica that would be forgotten by nobody. People that visit everywhere. Tourists like to go to some place where people are hardly got them like to experience the culture of the country. Nature. At them place that them want to go. In a rural St. Thomas. But we not build no road for them go there. Now, as it pertains to the Prime Minister, boy, we don't know. But as I say what they are, if I the opposition script this, I don't know. But all of this will take place right before a general election. I guess that's why the Prime Minister said they might try to take him credibility. And I guess what they made I wonder why the Prime Minister take the Integrity Commission to court. And I guess over this whole thing, just the credibility. Because remember, close to a general election, this is the person that is leading a party and telling the people, say, you know, they want to lead the country forward to prosperity. And with all of this I reveal, the people are say, companies linked to the Prime Minister and this and that, and with the opposition I say the Prime Minister richer than the people and even know, and then with some money get revealed, and with the Integrity Commission I make these statements and I put out these releases in the media. Yo, Mr. What must say about the credibility? Tell me what you think about the Prime Minister's credibility right now. I mean, at this moment in time, the people are saying that what has happened is the Prime Minister was one of the most beloved elected officials on the Jamaican island. This is my perspective and the perspective of a lot of other people. If you agree or disagree, tell me in the comment section. But once upon a time, the Prime Minister was one of the most celebrated elected officials. And we are talking about from both parties. Because even people who had been long-time supporters of the party who is now the opposition, see, when the Prime Minister was first elected, the person who was then leading the opposition did not have the support of everybody, like how Mark Golding now have the support of well, I can't say everybody, I can't speak for everybody, but we can see him have a whole heap of support now. I think, who was the then leader of the opposition? Mr. Phillips. I don't think Mr. Phillips had the support say Mark Golding have. Talk the truth. And during that time, when the Prime Minister, Mr. Holness, was elected and not Mr. Phillips, he was then more popular and more liked by the Jamaican people. Not by no particular party, by the Jamaican people. He was seen as a fresh face. Somebody who has never led the country before, and also somebody who was never up there in the leadership position. So I don't like saying was, close to the leadership that we know of. Most people don't really know the inner workings of the political sphere. But for most people, they must say this is somebody new, somebody fresh, and it might have younger ideas to move the country forward. I want to know what them idea they got. Because this is the same person I point out again that said pay elected officials minimum wage. The same man, him said him stand up with a placard reminiscent of when Jamaicans protest for trying to get the attention of the government. The Prime Minister did that. These are things that did make the Prime Minister beloved by the people. In this day and age now, for some reason, we don't see the Prime Minister really with the people that way there. Of course, I will see him on camera. I will see him with the people. We see back a glimpse of why people did support him when him first get elected. But differently from those situations, the people must say it's almost like it's a different person. It's almost like this is a different person from who they elect. They must say the person who was first elected in them first term did know say Jamaica need road. They never need vans to come talk in a parliament. They never need no people for forward with no placard. That Mr. Holness did know. So the people them need road. I don't know how him forget. I don't know how him forget. I don't know if his people said them did do it. Because remember, I don't think the Prime Minister's portfolio and him responsible for road works and things like that. So I don't know if them did tell him say the road them fix and he never know. Because keep in mind, very few Jamaicans have actually traveled across the entire Jamaican island. And maybe, as busy as the Prime Minister became, he not really drive by all that road them neither. Because first and foremost, me that say, right in front of King's House there, so I have traveled that road recently, like about a year ago. I have traveled that road recently. Recent enough. And right in front of where the Prime Minister vehicle is supposed to drive out, the road won't fix. And if not exactly where I drive out, a little bit further up. Likewise, driving towards the building, the road won't fix. So all elected officials must say, Old Hope Road won't fix. A road like Old Hope Road. All elected officials realize that Spanish Town Road won't level off. To the amount of business places where they on Spanish Town Road. All them realize they're going further up. Entering into town, the road won't fix. Which way them drive go up Parliament? Parliament they're on Duke Street, for people who don't know. Parliament is located in downtown Kingston. Would you believe? With all our going at downtown Kingston. All we as a downtown Kingston should be like a New York City. Places renovated, buildings taken care of and things like that. Parliament, they downtown, you know. Elected officials can't say they don't see downtown. You have to go downtown to go to Parliament. Or you miss downtown. It's like them drive with them eyes closed. Somebody carry them going in them just the window them tint. And they must are looking at them in them folder and them a look over them presentations. So you see, because them a look over them presentations and them a speak with whoever them a speak with in them vehicle while them a drive go, because them are the driver, them have drivers, remember they are elected officials. Them not see the road. Them not realize that a patrol them drivers are swerve from. Them probably feel like I just saw vehicles driving this day and age. Them feel like I saw drive now. We just swerve for no reason at all. All the government don't know simple things like this. They were once the opposition. And that's why the people must say after 2 terms, some people say, we forgive the administration time for deal with them for deal with. It's very true. We have all heard the saying, Rome wasn't built in a day. But what the people must say is, some of the things not being looked at by the administration is almost like them forget. And they must say, how after 2 terms them forget? So what happen if it become a 3rd term, a 4th term, a 5th term? But I think the administration need to take the opportunity to really talk to the people. Because them now present ideas to the people where are more where the people them look towards. Are more ideas where them think is best. That's why when them forward out and say them go build another airport, people were quick to say why. At the first remember so much people quick to say why to something. Because the people that say roads were more important. If that announcement had forward after the roads, then people wouldn't have probably said them thing about the construction of the airport. And more likely the government is going to build that airport. Regardless of what people say, they're going to build the airport. And we are talking about 14 parish road. So the airport they more likely going to build before all 14 parish road are completed. A 14 parish road we are talking about, you know? But talk to me in the comment section and tell the reason again. My sentiments for you and yours are for to live, love and prosper. And for to stay tuned.